Hello y'all, and welcome back to my YouTube. Welcome back to my channel, my platform. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, commenting. Thank you for your view. I'm always so grateful. Yeah, I always be trying to remember like what I be saying at the beginning of my videos, but yes, I really am grateful, and thank you guys for watching. So
God, it's like y'all be adults, right? But have the understanding and the comprehension of 8th graders. Like, I just wish that the whole Left Behind thing hadn't happened, because y'all really needed to be left behind and taught some more. Because y'all are dumb as fuck. And I don't even mean to be mean. I just wish y'all were a little bit smarter so that we can actually have an intellectual conversation.
y'all, I'm about to talk about something that I saw this morning, or a TikTok that I saw that was basically talking about slavery and how bad it really was. And exactly like in a couple of my previous videos, talking about how like people want to downplay history and they want to act like it never happened. And so we're gonna talk about that because I actually just read this letter or speech by this white dude that was basically about how to make a slave that will be your slave forever. So we're just gonna talk about it because why not? The fuck. So also, if you have any like, I don't even know what to say because everybody's like entitled to their opinion and everybody has the freedom of speech. But like, if you really have some ignorant, stupid, dumb, negative shit to say on videos like this that I do, please shut the fuck up. Read the room. Is it the time? No, bitch. The fuck? Alright, so I just want to say that. Oh, okay. So yes, as we all know, we as Black Americans, I'm not sure about like Africans, so I cannot speak on them, but us as Black Americans will never fully really know the depths of slavery and what the fuck was done to our ancestors, right? Okay, that I feel like we pretty all much know, but I think what we don't really dig deep into that we should is the mental part of slavery that gets downplayed and not talked about really at all. Because a lot of times, even people our age, you know, we are so quick to be like, what the fuck was our ancestors thinking? Like, if that was me, we would have fought back, you know? But when you see the mental and like reverse psychology that these white people did to our people, you kind of can understand it better. I don't even mean to keep saying these people knew humans and they knew psychology. They probably honestly studied it before they even went and got the slaves, because you have to be a different kind of evil, a different kind of, there's not even a word that I can think of, but you had to be a different kind of species to really sit here and mentally drain and like mentally abuse people. Because these white people knew and understood, and if you read the letter, which I will link, or like the speech, they knew and understood how basically mental our brains work, which is why I feel like it's so important. Because I don't know, it's like that's part of the knowledge that I feel like us as humans need to know, because we all have a brain, but yet a lot of us don't know really nothing about the brain. We know nothing about our own brains. But yes, so in this letter, he basically talks about how you have to put the younger men versus the older men. You have to put the men and the women against each other. You have to put the light skins and the dark skins against each other. Basically, you just had to put us against each other. But when you see, especially now, like how much trauma we low-key have, it's understandable, and you see why it worked. Because guess what we're doing today? Still doing the same shit. So it matters. And this is where I always say like reading is so important, because like I always say, when I went down my rabbit hole and I was reading so much and I was learning so much, it's like everything low-key came full circle. And it wasn't even just like for a while, bruh, y'all, for a while when I was learning what these white people were doing to us, I was getting so angry, like rage, okay? I was becoming a person that I low-key did not want to be, because I would just be so angry. And then like every white person I would come across, I would just be like, bro, I really hope Earth take y'all out, because there's no fucking way y'all did this shit and really think y'all got away with it, right? But during this time, y'all, I got heavily into like Tupac, Kendrick Lamar, you know. But I had to, basically more of the story is I had to stop listening to those people. I really, especially Tupac, like there was a time where I could not, like I used to listen to his albums just on replay, and I would just listen to his speeches and his interviews, and that shit would just turn me up. It would just turn me up by like 100, and I would just be so mad and angry that it got to the point where I was like, all right, I'm sorry, Tupac, but you gotta go. Sorry, because you was making me into a girl and a woman that I'm not trying to be. I don't want to be angry all the time, you know. But yeah, Tupac definitely was bringing up a rage in me and a strength and like just a force that I didn't want to let into the world. But if y'all keep fucking with me, I might let it into the world. But anyways, I just wanted to share that story because that's actually really funny. Like, even to this day, like, I can listen to him, but I cannot. If I get heavy back into that shit, y'all, I'd just be so angry. Like, oh my gosh, and y'all know me, I'm like so passionate about these things. So yeah, I was definitely getting angry with that shit. And then Tupac would just make it worse, because Tupac would just confirm everything that I thought, everything that I felt. And I would just be like, Tupac, you right. You right, Tupac, you right. R.I.P. to Tupac. But yes, yeah, they basically use these mind control things, and as I said, we're still doing it to this day. But I feel like, and one day too, even in the video, they were talking about how when you go to Africa, you go to like Ghana, you could go and see like the slave castles and all the, like the slave, like the end of the passage, you know, like they have a whole thing for it. And I want to go so bad. But once again, I'm like, low-key, I shouldn't. Because when I come back, I'm telling y'all, that force, like, I'm trying to let her sleep right now. But, yeah, even they have the slave castles where you could see and you can smell, you can feel everything that basically had happened. And if you guys don't know, these people back in Africa, when they were doing the slave trade, the white people, they had these churches. This is why I say, if you are a black and you are a Christian, you might want to just rethink it. That's all I'm gonna say. Just rethink it. Rethink it, girl. Think about it 2 times, maybe 3 and 4 if the 3rd time ain't work. So, but they used to have like their church ceremonies right on top of our people, the slaves. And these slaves would be packed in these rooms. They would be pooping, peeing, and then women having their periods basically on each other and just standing. And even in the video, they had said that if one of them died, like you low-key couldn't even tell because it was so packed that everybody was literally just like this, just standing. Because that's all they could do. There was no room to turn around, no room to sit, da-da-da. So if somebody died, they literally would just stand there. You couldn't tell unless you saw that they weren't breathing or they actually started rotting. While all this was going on, these white people, owners, masters, whatever you want to call them, colonizers, they was upstairs, they was in their church singing, and the slaves downstairs would be screaming, but they would be upstairs singing so loud to drown out the slave screams. And then on top of that, they low-key had windows that so when you went to church and you were going up those steps, like you low-key could look at the slaves and go around. Y'all really treated us like we were fucking animals. They really, really did. This is why I say y'all really try to play with us like we were animals, all because of a skin color and all because of a jealousy, envy, power type of thing that y'all got going on that y'all could have healed from. But hey, you know, not y'all over here putting y'all issues onto other people, like the fuck. But and then I know y'all heard about, or y'all have learned about, like the circuses that they actually really did have, where like they would have a black woman there. The black woman would have, you know, she would have a dog. I ain't even gonna lie, the girl had a dog. Girl, if you see me, come here and give me some, okay? But yes, she had a dog, you know, she had her curves, and she was a bigger lady, but like it wasn't like y'all know what I'm saying. She had a dog, okay? She had a body. And they would even have her there so that people could come and see them and take pictures and shit. I don't really understand the whole thing with like when y'all see something different, or when we as people see something different, that we always feel the need to like capture it, put it on the stage. What's the science behind that? Because that's actually kind of crazy. But yeah, they treated us like animals. This is why I be saying, right now, we had the power and the freedom where they're low-key still trying to treat us like animals, but it's the whole country, you know. They're trying to mind control us. They're trying to program us, like I was saying in my other video. So, but now we are able to really break free from that, versus our ancestors really were heavily brainwashed and scared for their lives. Even in the letter, it was saying how, or maybe in just a book I read or something, but I did learn that they would even, sorry, but they would even kill our men in front of each other, kill our people in front of each other, because they wanted us to really fear them. They wanted us to really, como se dice, like, they just wanted power and greed. It's crazy how you use, like I say, you used our people for money. You saw our people as banks. Y'all only wanted slaves that were gonna make you money, that were gonna actually do things. Disabled slaves, younger kid slaves, older slaves. Y'all basically did not even give a fuck about them, because they weren't even just like a money sign to them. And it just makes me so mad how you can sit here and really treat other people like that, regardless of race, regardless of what the fuck. How the fuck do you treat a person like that and see a person like that and then just say, you're gonna come live with me? You would treat us in the worst conditions, and then when we would run away or try to get away, you would bring us back just to treat us even worse. And then, like, it's low-key giving, keep crying, and I'm gonna give you something to cry about. Is that where our parents got that from? Ooh. Oh my gosh. Because when the runaway slave would come back, or they caught them, like, they literally, some slaves would even, like, they would kill them just for running away. So it's like, oh my God, that is where our parents got it from. That's crazy, because it's the same thing. It's like, keep running, keep complaining, I'm gonna give you something to complain about. Bop, bop. And then it's like, ugh. My mind is blown. I just figured that out. That's crazy. But yeah, they would do things like that. They did things, they lynched us on these fucking trees. Like, KKK coming around. It's just the things that have happened and how deep that this shit goes. Like, honestly, I can't even believe it or wrap my head around it. Because once again, for what and for why? White people are ruthless. White people are evil. You wanted us to build your systems. We built the systems, and then you still treat us like shit. Even with this Project 2025, you still trying to take away our rights. What is going on here, white people? I need to know. Somebody needs to tell me what the fuck. I don't get it. You are running a country, running a plantation, and you just treat people like shit. And then it's just like, and it's the only reason why I really could think about it is because of your ego. You know, you sit here, raped our women, like I said, had us taking care of your kids, your wives. Y'all got sick, we was taking care of y'all. Y'all really treated us like we was AI, like we was robots. Like, y'all really thought that we were the Sims for real, for real, for real. Like, that's what the fuck that shit is giving, because that shit is crazy. There's no way that you think that your kid about to be sitting on my boob when you just sat here. I can't even take care of my own kid, my flesh and blood, my one that came out of my pum pum. I can't even go see them and take care of them and be with them all day. But you expect me to sit here and take care of your kid and be with your badass kid that you don't discipline or be around all day? Shout out to our ancestors. Y'all was strong as fuck. Because I get why the people just kill themselves. Because there really is just no way that these people... And then on top of that, it's low-key the same thing even now, where they feel like they could get away with things. Like, they feel like they could just bypass things, you know. And they know that as humans, when we have so much going on and we're hearing so much and we're kind of overstimulated, not gonna lie, like, you know, with the TVs, with working. And then even back then with slavery, it's like we were outside in this hot-ass fucking sun, picking cotton, bleeding, watching people get whipped, watching people die, watching people run away. Like, if you could only imagine how much even our ancestors were going through, it's just like, oh my gosh, y'all literally had us, like, for real, being your sheep, just running around in circles and circles and circles, to the point where, like, the sheep, you just run the sheep dead. And the brain and the consciousness is just dead. That's why I said, white people, y'all got something coming for y'all. Y'all really do, because, like, there's just no way. There's just no way. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video about that. I know I be saying low-key the same things in all of my videos, but it's really because, like, I just wanted to get through people's heads that, first of all, we're in a new time. So please use your power and use you to, like, the greatest benefit that you can. Shit, you know, like, listen. But I also just want people not to lose our history. Like, please don't lose our history. Please don't lose what our ancestors went through. If you can, please read about it. Teach your kids about it. I know, of course, we don't always want to talk about it, and it is very traumatizing, even just to hear it, even to see reenactments of it, like, of these actors and stuff. You know, I know it's traumatizing. I know sometimes it's heartbreaking and sad, but sometimes we do have to have these conversations, and we cannot lose this. I feel like, yes, we were victims. Yes, we were slaves, but this is a part of our power. This is a part of our story, because we are continuously rising. No matter how much they try to do, we still continue to come above, rise above. And then they had to continue trying to set new symptoms. Why do I keep saying symptoms as systems? But new systems in place. And I just want us to know that there's a reason why all this happened. And yes, it sucks, but it's really because Black people, we are powerful. Y'all need to know that you are a fucking god. You have powers in DNA that nobody else on earth has. Honey, use it, love it. What's it called? Breed it. I don't want to say breed, but share it, you know, put more out into the world. Like, for real, we're some of the most creative, brightest, intelligent people. But they took our power away so much that some of us in the community still, a lot of us in the community still can't even see it. A lot of us in the community are still worried about things that, I'm not going to say you shouldn't be worried about, but, you know, the whole men versus women and being colorist and all that stuff, let's stop arguing about it, and that's why I said, let's just educate and have conversations about it. Understand we are all one, we are all together, and we are all here to help each other at the end of the day. All we have is each other, you know. No other race is really gonna step behind us and really be there for us like we can for ourselves. So I don't want to lose these stories. I really don't. They're so important. And like I always say, there's something from white people that we need to be protecting ourselves from. Because if you don't protect yourself, you will just be one of those sheep too, who's just sleeping. And I think that's another thing too. Black people, especially the Black community, when somebody's like woke or somebody is trying to bring things to light or just share their thoughts and stuff, like, people be so quick to like, just attack them or be like, haha, like, y'all want to be fake woke. It's like, but damn, at least those people are doing something, and they're trying to share what they learned, and they're trying to help you get woke too, so that we all, hello, like, oh my goodness. Ugh, sometimes, like, this shit is gonna take work, y'all, but hey, it's gonna get there. I believe in us for sure. But yeah, even when people are like woke, even that's like a joke, or it's just like a, oh my gosh, you always want to talk about these. But like I said, low-key we need to, low-key we should. And why the fuck not? This is our history. This is who we are. And it's in our blood. It's in our veins. And it always forever will be. But yes, we had to protect ourselves from white people, y'all. Because since the beginning of time, I feel like white people has shown nothing. Literally. They have nothing to show. What the fuck you have to show for? What do you have to show? Let's be honest. What do you have to show that's not... let's see. School shootings, serial killers, the slavery, killing Native Americans and people who was already in America before they got here. Let's see, what else? Killing our school systems, not protecting our kids. Like, name me something else that y'all have done. It's quiet. Ain't no back talk. I already know that. But yeah, the only thing that white people really have on us is the whole programming and the mental and the thing. That's why it is important to have discernment. It is important to do things for yourself and to think for yourself. Because if you don't, these people will think for you, honey. I'm telling you. They will. And then you will sound ridiculous. Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to say y'all sound fucking ridiculous when you let these people think for you. So, yeah. Read a book. Learn about your history. Talk to your family, grandparents, parents, if you are fortunate to still have them. And yeah. Let me know what else you guys want to see or what else you want me to go like in depth with, because you know I can and I will. Thank you guys again for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Yeah, thank you guys for being here with me and for watching and enjoying my content. Keep enjoying your June. Keep being safe. Putting yourself first. Come on. And I love you guys. Bye.